Usapang budget phone naman tayo today, guys, and I have here is the Samsung Galaxy A04s, and it's one of the latest offerings na nilabas si Samsung. And just one little problem, meron natin dito is a pre-production unit. So wala tayong box. So skip natin ang unboxing video and we'll go right straight to the review. Let's go! So hi guys, ako pala si Richmond ng Gadget Sidekick and welcome back to my channel. So here is the Samsung Galaxy A04s. And it's a very simple unit and very basic unit na meron ni Samsung, and it's from the A series. And pag sinabi natin A0, it means it's a budget-friendly device. So this phone is just priced below 10,000 pesos and currently it's priced at 9,990, but sometimes makakatch mo tong price na ito at 9,490 or even a little bit lower during sale. Check the link on the description below. So like I say, itong phone na ito is very basic. We can see na yung kanyang screen is, well, a little bit thick on the bezel, and ang kanyang front-facing camera is not even a punch hole. It's a teardrop notch. So pag-usapan muna natin quickly ang kanyang design. Sa ilalim meron siyang audio jack, microphone in, Type-C port, and of course, ang kanyang loudspeaker. On this side, meron siyang SIM tray. And susundutin lang natin siya. Tingnan natin kung anong meron nga ba dito. And pag hinila natin, it's a triple card slot. You can use two 4G na SIM na nano size. And of course, it's a micro SD expansion. Ibalik natin para mawala yung warning. Okay, sarili siya nawala. Sa ibaba, meron siyang noise cancelling mic. And on the other side, meron siyang volume rocker plus ang kanyang power button / fingerprint scanner. Sa likod, ang kanyang 50MP na triple camera. Ang likod niya is made out of plastic, ang kanyang gilid is also plastic, and ang harap niya is made out of glass. I'm not quite sure kung anong glass protection nito, but I'm sure it's a little bit more of a scratch-resistant glass na ginamit. Feeling the phone, well, okay naman siya. Hindi siya super-duper plasticky feel at this price point. Pwede na, not bad. Okay naman ang grip sa aking kamay, and what I like dito naman is curved edge siya. So, well, giving it some texture dito sa phone na ito. And what's nice is hindi siya madulas. But one thing na hindi ko masyado gusto dito sa likod is ang kapitin siya ng mga fingerprints. And this phone comes in 4 colors. Meron siyang black, green, white, and copper. Swiping left and right, smooth naman tong phone na ito. Wala namang masyado na feel na problem. And itong phone na ito is being powered by the Exynos na 850 together with 4 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage. And quickly, visiting Antutu benchmark, silipin lang natin kanyang benchmark score. So this is the base score ng Antutu benchmark na nakuha natin, just a little bit above 100. So nothing really fancy about this chipset. So checking ang kanyang wildlife na score, hindi ganun ka-impressive. Maybe just basic gaming lang kaya na itong phone na ito. So since pinag-usapan na natin gaming, I did try this phone for a quick game ng Call of Duty Mobile. Well, these are the settings na kaya niya ibigay sa'yo, and well, playing the game, nilagay ko naman siya sa lowest graphical settings na possible to let the game flow as smooth as possible. But of course, medyo nagsasuffer ang kanyang graphics. But the game is playable, I can say, and overall, okay naman ang kanyang touch response. Hindi naman siya naiiwan na lalag. And the sound is quite okay. Not the loudest, but medyo matino naman siya. And playing the game for an hour, well, I do really feel some frame drops and some lags along the way. Hindi talaga siya maiwasan dahil talaga entry level lang talaga tong phone na ito. Maybe if you're playing yung mga games like mga video, well, it might be okay. Now, itong phone na ito has a PLS LCD, 90Hz of screen refresh rate, and 400 nits ang kanyang max brightness. So, saying 400 nits, well, one of the problem na 400 nits na smartphone is paglabas mo sa bright sunlight, medyo mahirapan ka talaga magbasa dito dahil mababa ang kanyang brightness level dito sa phone na ito. But if you staying sa indoors most of the time and medyo nasa lilim ka, I guess there's not really much of a problem. Screen size ng phone na ito is 6.5 inch and it has a screen-to-body ratio at around 81%. And the phone na ito can display up to 720p na resolution. So did try to watch some videos here on Netflix, on YouTube. I was able to breeze through. Okay naman mga palabas dito. Just don't put your expectation too high when you're watching videos dito. I can say na watchable siya, but well, if you're medyo maselan ka sa mga resolution, this one can only display up to 720p. But one good thing dito is meron naman siyang security level 1 sa widevine. So, meaning you can watch HD naman dito kahit papaano. Checking yung music dito sa kanya, the loudspeaker on Spotify and on YouTube Music, okay naman siya, but not the loudest. But of course, you can always use your favorite headphones dito to be able to play some good music na immersive, na solong-solo mo. Now, one of the good things na gusto ko dito is kanya is when you're browsing on social media, like Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and of course, Instagram. Okay naman siya, smooth naman siya, that's kind of 90 Hz of screen refresh rate. And responsive kind of screen. That's one thing na I can really say about this phone. And enjoyable naman watching videos on Facebook and on TikTok. Itong phone na ito, it has a 5,000 mAh of battery. It's an industry standard. And kasama na dito na binigay sa akin for testing is a 10 watts na charging brick and of course, ang kanyang default na charging cable. So, tinry naman natin, i-charge from 10 to 100. It take me around 2 hours just to complete the whole cycle. And charging is, well, of course, expect naman natin 10 watts is a little bit slow. But what I like about this one is makunat ang kanyang battery. So, I did try kay BCMark na battery stress test. Halos 13.5 hours ang kaya na ibigay sa akin na naka-on ang screen. So, which means it's quite okay. Makunat ang kanyang battery. It can last me a day and a half, or probably it can even reach 2 days on normal usage. So, in terms of battery efficiency, I like it here sa Samsung Galaxy A04s. So, usapang camera naman tayo right now, guys. So, this phone having a triple camera setup, starting with the 50MP na aperture 1.8 na wide camera, 2MP na macro lens, and 2MP na depth sensor. And ang highest na kaya na shoot na video is 1080p and 30fps. And of course, ang kanyang front camera is just a very simple 5MP na aperture 2.2 na front-facing na shooter. Taking some outdoor shot using the rear camera, well, okay naman siya, no? I wouldn't say na sobrang okay siya, but of course, if you're asking me judging from a entry-level smartphone na price point, I can say na yung kanyang 50MP camera, kahit paano it was able to shoot some really nice photos. And taking in some photos like this one, maganda ka ng color production. I was surprised na kaya na magbigay ng some photos like this one. But there are times naman na ang photo medyo namumuti. I'm not quite sure why, but well, probably ang camera na medyo nahirapan mag-adjust ng konti sa ilaw pag medyo maliwanag ang araw. Now, one thing na hindi ko masyadong trip dito sa mga photos niya is pag tinurn on mo ang kanyang watermark, ang laki ng mga nakasulat dito sa kanya. So, it takes up a lot of space dito sa photo. So, if you're not really much into this mga watermarks, well, I suggest off mo na lang watermarks. Taking in some bokeh shots na indoor, okay naman. And some shots na low light, I was, well, quite impressed naman sa kanya kahit papaano. Even though at this price point, it was still able to give me some of these shots na quite clear sa indoors. Checking the front-facing camera, taking some outdoor shots, okay naman siya. Was able to take some clear shots. Even though na 5MP lang siya, I wasn't really expecting too much dito sa kanyang front camera dahil 5MP lang siya. But, well, some of these shots are still good and very presentable. Lalo sa indoor, I was quite impressed sa kanyang 5MP na camera, taking some really nice indoor shot like this one na almost kaya na mag-perform like a 12MP camera kahit papaano. And checking some more rear camera shots like this one na mga low light, well, it's still quite impressive. Using the rear camera to take some quick vlogs na mga video, well, I can see okay ang kanang color production even nasa indoors. And, well, I can see na even low light siya, this one was taken quite good. Using ang 5MP na front camera, taking some videos dito, I can see okay siya. Not so bad ang kanang quality. Probably the only thing na magiging problem ko dito is medyo shaky talaga siya. But of course, don't expect too much since it's an entry-level smartphone. But if you're using it for zoom, I think the quality na ganito makuha mo is quite good. Now guys, what can I say about itong Samsung Galaxy A04s? Now, I did lowered my expectation when using this smartphone. Now, lowering my expectation, medyo na-impress naman ako kay papado dito sa phone na ito dahil firstly, of course, meron siyang 90 Hz of screen refresh rate, means it gives me that better experience when scrolling, watching videos dito sa phone na ito. But of course, there are times na you would expect something better doon sa kanyang screen, but well, 400 nits is just 400 nits. Yun na siguro medyo downside dito sa phone na ito, medyo mababang ka ng screen brightness. Lalo when I'm using it outdoors, medyo maliwanag ang araw. So, medyo nahihirapan lang talaga ako. But watching videos dito sa phone na ito is quite okay. But for an entry level, for me, it's not really that bad na. Another good property na meron dito sa phone na ito na na-found out ko is makunat ka ng battery. It can last you more than 2 days, of course, on conservative usage. Normal usage, of course, like using it for social media, is watching some videos, and always connected on Wi-Fi, not too much on the mobile data, and well, just a little bit of gaming might be okay. Kaya naman niya magtagal ng 2 days and a little bit above 2 days. Multitasking, well, not really much of a problem, but there are sometimes na medyo slow mag-boot up ang kanyang mga ibang apps dito, but well, it's still okay since entry level ang pinag-usapan natin dito. But if you're somebody who's looking for a good multitasker and a good battery life na phone and decent camera, the Samsung Galaxy A04s might be the one for you. But if you're looking for something better overall specs, I would suggest that you wait for my full review netong Samsung Galaxy A33 5G, which would be reviewed a little bit later towards one of my videos dito sa channel ko. So, and if you want to watch this one, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit that bell icon para hindi nyo ma-miss ang mga future uploads dito sa aking channel. And of course, para si Richmond, and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. Watcha!